man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? Now, listen, man, you can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in, so let's get right into it. Now, you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. Time and energy are the highest forms of currency. I know they got y'all here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, stacking that paper, that cheese, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. It is what it is. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, well over 30,000 subscribers, and we are surely approaching 40K. On our way. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV. Listen, man, I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. I'm the only one in this lane. So big salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, everybody that's in tune with the Realest. You know what I mean? Salute to all my wrenches, you know me, my member gang, everybody that's locked in to Grown Man Business TV. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now listen, man, you know, you see the thumbnail. I'm sure you see the thumbnail, right? Also, I'm sure, you know, you see the title. Cameron, Jim Jones going back and forth on social media. Cameron and Jim Jones are arguing about bad business. But one thing for sure and two things for certain, we not here to talk about Cameron and Jim Jones. Yeah. We not about to do that. I told you. You got to bait the algorithm. And that's exactly what we doing right here, right now. So big salute to the chat. We not about to talk about no Cameron and Jim Jones. That ain't what, nah, homie. Don't ever get me confused with the rest. Don't ever get me confused with anybody else in this algorithm. This is Grown Man Business TV. And whatever those two grown men got going, that's what they got going. But that's a distraction. Cameron and Jim Jones, 50 Cent and Big Meech, all a distraction. We're going to talk about Donald J. Trump. We're going to talk about Zelensky. And we're going to talk about this money. Big salute to the chat, man. Before we get into this, you already know, man, I got to do some customizations to the chat. Yeah, we're going to do some customizations before we get into this. But we're going to talk. It's a lot going on in these YouTube streets. It's a lot going on with Grown Man Business TV. The higher-ups and the elites been targeting the channel. I've been getting a lot of emails. The eyes are on us. The spotlight is on us. And ain't nothing going to stop the message. And ain't nothing going to stop the downloads from downloading. So let's get this customization going. Big salute, MJ. I see you in the chat. Yeah, we're going to have a conversation, man. We're going to have a conversation because it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. It's always deeper than rap, and I carved out a lane for the real for a reason. I did this for a reason, and we're going to talk about it. Know what I mean? But let me get this customization going, man. Big salute to the chat. Hit the like button, subscribe button when you come in the building. You see that right there. Right there is letting you know that before you use your Twitter fingers all in the chat, before you get to Twittering with your fingers all in the live stream and all that, you need to subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the channel, like the live stream, share the video. Make sure you do all that. Make sure we stay in the algorithm. We are needed in the algorithm. But if not, get in the back of the class, close your mouth and open your ears. It's going to be pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to the chat. Wipe your feet off and hit the like button. I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to get in here. I know y'all, you know, let's talk about it before we get into the real meat and potatoes of the situation, right? I want to give a big salute to Jamal Rashad. I want to give a big salute to Young Pharaoh, the old Young Pharaoh. You understand what I'm saying? These are content creators. These are YouTubers. These are truth tellers that gave Grown Man Business TV an idea, planted a seed, let me know that I could come to this algorithm and I could give up that game, that pure dope. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, I don't know what's going on with these guys right now, but I'm talking about in the beginning. In the beginning, I was able to watch Jamal Rashad. I was able to gather a lot of game. I was able to watch Young Pharaoh. I was able to gather and soak in a lot of game, good and bad. I seen what I wanted to do and what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to be like young Pharaoh, get the fame and the fortune, go out to California and lose myself. I didn't want to end up like young Pharaoh. You know, I didn't want to end up like Jamal Rashad, you know what I mean? In shackles and chains due to past situations that you didn't clear up before you came to the big screen, before you came to YouTube. You understand? I was able to soak in a lot of game, and I was able to see what I didn't and what I did want from the situation. And I understood by watching Jamal Rashad and watching young Pharaoh that I didn't want to be the guy reading 1,000 books. Reading a whole bunch of information from a whole bunch of different books, you know what I mean, put here by the oppressor, by the colonizer. Young Pharaoh and Jamal Rashad are very educated men. They read a lot. They educate themselves. And I wanted to go off of downloads. That's what separates me from Jamal Rashad. That's what separates me from a young Pharaoh. I'm not the one that's going to pull out an encyclopedia and start reading it. I'm going to tell you what the downloads is telling me. And that's it. That's what separate me. When I say I carved out a lane for the real, that's what I mean. Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to the chat. Hit the like button when you come in here. But we are at a present point in human history where the frequencies are at an all-time high. The frequencies are at an all-time high, and a lot of you dudes are going to be misled by false education, miseducation like Lauryn Hill and all that. A lot of you dudes are going to read these books. A lot of you dudes are going to read the words of the oppressor, of the colonizer, and then you're going to regurgitate it to me and my people. And what I'm here to tell you is, nah, homie, in high school you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? When I look at young Pharaoh, I ask that question. In high school, you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? Same thing with Jamal Rashad. See, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But the cream is going to rise to the top. The cream is going to rise to the top. And the cream are the downloads. I don't need your books. I don't need your encyclopedia. I'm going to tell you exactly what the ancestors are telling me. And what the ancestors told me to tell y'all is not about Jim Jones and not about Cameron. Now, let's talk about this. Let's talk about Donald Trump and Zelensky. Let's talk about grown men laying down the law. Let's talk about grown men that's standing on grown man business. Yeah, we're going to get deeper into this situation. You got to understand something, man. The channel is being targeted by the higher-ups and the elites. The channel is being targeted. You know, before we get into what's going on in the White House, I want to let y'all know. I got a few emails this weekend letting me know that videos I had did over 2 years ago were either going to be taken down or either going to be demonetized. Because one thing for sure and two things for certain, I've become so polished with this YouTube thing. I've become so polished with articulating myself. They don't really know how to stop the message anymore. They don't know how to keep me out of the algorithm anymore. I did a video a couple of months ago telling grown men how to tap into their emotions, giving my synopsis and giving my viewpoint on why grown men in our community are causing so much violence, why it's so hyper violent. And that video is in position to be demonetized and taken down. They don't even want me to tell you how to tap into your energy. They don't even want me to tell you how to tap into your feelings. They want you to keep going outside and sliding on black men. They want you to keep going outside and selling drugs in your community. They want you to keep going to the studio and making this trash rap. That's what I call it, trash rap. They don't want a grown man telling you what to do and how to do it. They want Saucy Santana leading the way. They want Little Nas X to lead the way. But not right here, not on this platform. The downloads, that download, homie, are way more valuable than any book you can pick up. The downloads, that download, you know, that gut feeling that you get, you know, that voice in your head that tell you, nah, you should probably stay in tonight, homie. Nah, but I want to go to the club. But that voice in your head that's telling you, nah, you should probably stay in tonight, homie. That right there is more powerful than any book that you can read on this planet. That's what separate me from Jamal Rashad. That's what separate me from Young Pharaoh. That's why they can't trap me in like they trapped them dudes in. They don't really know what to do with this situation. They reaching back to videos I did 2 years ago. Videos where I'm telling you, hey, listen, man, you got to find a dark corner and you got to cry. You got to release those energies. I know they taught us as men, never cry. Men don't cry, but that was a lie. I told you that in the video that they trying to demonetize as we speak. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. The downloads are downloading. Now let's get into the White House. Like I said, they want Saucy Santana. They want Lil Nas X to lead the way. They wanted it to have a president that was demure. You know, Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, looked like he been on Percocets and sleeping pills his whole life. They want men like that with no backbone to run America. They thought that men like that with no backbone was going to be able to give us a word and lead us. And it's a beautiful thing that the majority of real men that stand on grown man business stood up this election, said we ain't taking it no more. Nah, we not doing another 4 years of this. We want the truth. We want the real. And that's exactly what we are seeing that was going on with Donald Trump and Zelensky. Now, you know I kept the receipts, right? So before I play some of these receipts, I want to show you something. I keep preaching to y'all about body language. It's called mannerisms for a reason. Mannerisms. Mannerisms. Yeah, the words are the spells, homie. They put it right in front of your face. The mannerisms in these men tell it all. The mannerisms. When you look at a man, you should be able to look at his mannerisms and be able to tell what he is and what he ain't. And I want to show y'all something. Hit the like button, man. Over 200 people in the chat. Get the likes up to 100. I understand. Listen, I understand when you come in here, it's captivating. I understand that you ain't used to hearing a grown man tell the truth, stand on business. So when you come in here, that pure dope, that dope will have you stuck, man. Yeah, that pure dope will have you at a standstill. Wake up. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. The mannerisms. Now, let me show y'all something. Big salute to the chat. OG Bobby Johnson, I see you in here. Indian Red, what it do? We not talking about Jim Jones and Cameron. We baiting the algorithm. This what you call baiting the algorithm. The mannerisms in these dudes. Look at it. Now, I want to show y'all something. Check this out. Look at the mannerisms. Look at the mannerism. Look how Sleepy Joe is sitting. And look how Zelensky is sitting right here. Zelensky think he the man right here. Look at his hands. His mannerisms. Look. Now I want to show you. Now look at these mannerisms. Bam. Now look at this. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Look at Trump right here. Look at Zelensky. Look at his hands right here. Look at the difference. Zelensky came to America and got Sleepy Joe Biden to give him $500 billion of tax-paying money, fraudulent funds. Spent all that money up, came back to America to get more money. Little did he know Joe Biden had been fired. Joe Biden is no longer in position. Joe Biden is no longer the president of the United States of America. It's going to be a little bit harder to get that $500 million, $500 billion you was looking to get. So I wanted to show you the mannerisms before I play these receipts. In one clip, he think he the man. Back up, he's sitting straight up. In the next clip, he's a humble giant. He's a humble president. He looked like a hoe on a strip that ain't got the money. You ever seen those hoes on the strip and they ain't got the money? You know that hoe that's on the strip? She been working all day. She done spent up the money. And now she got to talk to her pimp and she got to tell him, baby, I ain't got the money. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we talking now. Big salute. FBA Kush Boy 420. What it do, my G? Highly appreciate that 5-piece nugget. You already know how we give it up over here. Big wrenches. It's nasty work what they doing to us. And it's nasty work, the plays that they running on the American people. The money that they stealing. Big salute to the chat, man. Let me run something. Let's look at some receipts real quick. Because you got to know something. We're going to get deeper into this. It's deeper than the money. With this message right here, we're going to go deeper than the money that's being stolen. We're going to talk about mass media. We're going to talk about propaganda. I want to really break this down on what happened. I'm going to move. Listen, the smoke and the mirrors, I'm going to get rid of all that. I want you to see clearly. Big salute to the chat, man. Run them likes up.
It's an honor to welcome back to the White House and the Oval Office. And earlier,
Chase's new program allows
come on, YouTube, baby. I get it. They gonna play with. Look, I should have known. Big salute to the chat.
General Assembly, I made it clear that no nation can be truly secure in the world if, in fact, we don't stand up and defend the freedom of Ukraine from facing this Russian brutality and aggression. That's why we brought together a coalition of more than 50 countries, to help Ukraine defend itself, and it's critical. And that's why, together with our...
Look at Joe Biden. Look where he's looking at. He can't even look up. He's not even making eye contact. Joe Biden is a whole hoe out here. Didn't your father, didn't your uncles, didn't the men, the grown men ever tell you, look a man in the eye when you talking? Look a man dead in his eye so he know you speak truth when you see it. Say your word, keep it. That's Jay-Z, word to Hova, word to Jay-Z. Watch the Throne album. Jay-Z said, look a man dead in his eyes so he know you speak truth when you speak it. Give your word, keep it. In this receipt right here, you got Joe Biden giving Zelensky, the president of the Ukraine, over $500 billion, $500 billion. Or they playing with pennies when it comes to the verses and all that. Jay-Z, Cameron, Jim Jones, they playing with pennies when it comes to what the federal government is doing to the American people. All right? So yeah, let's look a little bit longer. Run them lights up.
Ukraine, we have provided humanitarian aid as well as tens of millions of people with food, clean water, and so much more. And that's why we've begun the process of formalizing our long-term commitment to Ukraine's security alongside the G7 and with other partners. And that's why we supported just and lasting peace, one that respects Ukrainian sovereignty and its territorial integrity. Mr. President, the brave people of Ukraine, and that's not hyperbole, the people of Ukraine have shown enormous bravery, has inspired the world.
Inspired the world to do what? We're not even gonna listen to no more of this trash right here. It's trash, and it's so crazy because again, we're gonna break something down. Yeah, I see that. Hey, Miss Lady, yeah, 100% truth to that. Jay-Z definitely look you in your eye and snake you. Jay-Z also said, get on my lap. I'm that cautious. Never trust grimy ass New Yorkers. So Jay-Z say a lot of things he don't even stand by, but I see the message in it. I'm able to see through the smoke and mirrors. I understand that it's words to live by. If you standing on grown man business, then you can use it. But when you sleepy Joe, it's gonna bite you in your ass. Now, I wanted to show y'all this receipt right here, just so it made sense and you got some context on what you about to watch right here. We done went. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Everybody that was going for Joe Biden, y'all should be thanking us. Y'all should be thanking us because I'm telling you something. World War III would already be commenced. It would already be happening right now. I want y'all to see the difference between a hoe and a grown man that's staying on grown man business. I want y'all to see the difference between a beta male and an alpha male. Big salute to the chat. Run them lights up, man.
Your country's in big trouble.
Lord. Hey, I like that. Hey, look, I'm gonna run that real quick. But OG Bobby Johnson, I like that you said that. That's the beautiful thing about this platform, right? And you already know, I already know it's respectfully. I rock with you. But I'm gonna counter that with saying this. To be a businessman, you gotta be a snake. To be a businessman on the highest level, even on the middle level, or you turn into a king cobra. You have no choice. In the matrix that we live in this capitalism, this capitalist system that we live in, only the snakes make it to the top. Only the snakes are gonna make it to the top of the corporate ladder. Only the snakes are gonna make it to the top of the business, the top of the mountain. You understand what I'm saying? So with saying that he's a snake is saying he is one of the biggest businessmen to come out this culture. Only the snakes make it to the top of business. Let's really break that down real quick. Business is evil. This business that we are in, this matrix that we are in, capitalism. The higher you go, the more evil you gotta be. So the higher you go, the more money you make, the more people you're gonna have to snake, homie. The more people you're gonna have to do dirty. You're gonna have to fight. Why you think every time these dudes start going up the corporate ladder, they have to part ways with their friends? They have to part ways with the people that started with them. They have to end up, because to go to the top, you have to now stab somebody in the back. And a lot of the times it's the people close to you. Look at 50 Cent. Look at all the people 50 Cent had to do dirty to even get in his position. So imagine how many people Jay-Z had to, listen, to be a businessman means to be a snake. And they brainwashed us not to even understand that. We don't understand that. You can't be a billionaire and be a nice guy. You can't be a trillionaire and be a nice person. That's an oxymoron. And I could go deeper into that. Imagine all the billionaires. Imagine Jay-Z saying, you know what? I'm worth almost $3 billion. You got Michael Jordan, he's worth about 4 or 5 billion. We are good people. We're going to get together, put some money together, and liberate our people. We don't need reparations. We got billionaires that could liberate every black person on American soil. But because they have reached a certain level, no, you don't hear a lot of people saying Michael Jordan is a good person. You ever heard what Chameleonaire said about Michael Jordan? You ever heard the story that Chameleonaire, the rapper, told about Michael Jordan? You ever heard all the stories from different people talking about Jay-Z? The whole state property, Dame Dash, Biggs Burks, Emil. It's so many people that say that Jay-Z robbed them. Puff Daddy, look at what Puffy going through. You can't be a businessman and be a good person at the same time. It don't work that way. Pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, baby. That's why the majority of us will never reach that status, because our moral compass is not going to let us become snakes. It's not going to let us become evil, demonic. We're not going to be willing to do what it really takes to get $1 billion, even though we all want $1 billion. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's nasty work. It's nasty work, homie. Now, Donald Trump, right? Think about all the negative things people have said about Donald Trump. How he's a racist, how he fires people from his hotels, X, Y, and Z. That's what come with being a billionaire. That's what come with managing $1 billion, $1 trillion. You don't get to be a nice guy. But in this particular situation, we don't need a nice guy to be in the White House. We need a shrewd businessman. Oh yeah, a shrewd businessman mean a cutthroat businessman. He means he's a snake. He'll stab anybody in the back to get the agenda pushed. And luckily for us, Donald Trump's agenda is to make America great. Donald Trump's agenda is to put the money in the hands of the American people. Luckily for us, because if Donald Trump was a shrewd businessman and his agenda didn't line up with what we want as Americans, it would be nasty work. Nasty work. You don't get to be a billionaire and be a nice guy. That's an oxymoron. You don't get to be a billionaire and be a nice man, homie. You got to be a snake. You make $100 million, yeah, you did something. Trust me. You robbed somebody in a contract. You took somebody's publishing. You did something. Big salute to the chat. Almost 500 people in here, and we ain't got 100 likes. You know why? Because a lot of people are lurking. The higher ups and the elites got a spotlight on this channel. I'm trying to tell you something. And regardless of what they do, regardless of what they play, regardless of what happens, I'm going to give you the pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. I need 100 likes in here, man. Run the likes up. But this is a prime example of a man talking to a boy. Let me show you something. Look at the mannerisms. Look how he's hunched over. Look how his hands, look how he's holding his hands right here. Look at Donald Trump. Look how he's sitting straight up. Look at his hands. Look at his hands and look at his hands. Look at his face and look at his face. Look at the worry in his eyes right here. That's a hoe. Salute to the chat, man. Hit the like button.
Can I answer? No, you've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military equipment, and your men are brave, but they had to use our military.
What about
If you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this.
Again,
I tell you.
just say thank you.
I said it a lot of times to American people.
Accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
For the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards. You're buried there. Your people are dying. You're running low on soldiers. You're running low on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing. And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, If you can get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire?
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't with me.
For you what
that wasn't with me. That was with a guy named Biden, who was not a smart person. That was with Obama.
It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question to Vice President. I'm sorry.
It's going to be a tough deal to make, because the attitudes have to change.
What if Russia...
Whew. Salute to Donald Trump, man. It's refreshing to hear a president stand on grown man business. Listen, man, you came over here. Let's talk about this. Where is the $500 billion we gave you already? What y'all do with the money? Let me tell you something. I told y'all in this last live stream. This man over there spent the money up. You ain't showed us a mall. You ain't showed us a hospital. You ain't showed us a government bill. Where did you spend the money? You look like it. Look. You've been working out. Right? You got a fresh goddamn haircut. Right? You clean up, right? Y'all cleaned up. You got that dog fur laid down to the side right there. Yeah, you got the dog fur laid to the side. Where is the money? Where is the money at? And see, you thought we was some hoes or something. That's why, I'm going to tell you something. The downloads is downloading. I can't help it. You thought we was some hoes or something. You thought you was going to take that $500 billion, go to Ukraine. You got a whole bunch of wives over there. You're doing a lot of fucking over there. Yeah, I can tell you're doing a lot of fucking. You're working out. When did you make time to work out in the middle of a war? When did you make time to go get your dog fur clipped up like that in the middle of a war? When did you do it? How much do you pay how much do you pay the cutlery that you use to clip up that dog fur? Where's the money at? You ain't sent us a receipt. You ain't showed us a goddamn a Gucci store. You ain't showed us a strip mall. You ain't showed us a house. You ain't showed us a skyscraper. You ain't showed us one building with this $500 billion we done sent your ass to the Ukraine. You thought we were some hoes, didn't you? Oh, when you came over here the last time, Joe Biden, he walked you all around the White House, laid out the red carpet for your Ukrainian ass, had you driving all over D.C. Yeah, we cut you a check for $500 billion and sent your ass back to the Ukraine, and you was happy. You told the people, yeah, I got the money. Bitch, we about to party. Get the coke, get the dope, put it on the table. We about to party tonight. You got the money, baby? I got the money, baby. You know when you get that motherfucking check, you call your bitch, baby. Hey, baby, get the dope and get the coke. Tell the plug to come to the house. How much you get? I got $500 billion from them hoes over there in the U.S. Woo-wee! You thought we was some hoes over here. And you spent the money. You smoked up all the dope. You've been tricking on them hoes. You've been over there in the Ukraine tricking. Government official money, fraudulent money. You've been tricking that money off. You know when you get that money, you tell a bitch, get whatever you want, baby. Yeah, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit, bitch. Money is no object over here. We're gonna get some more. Spend it. Spend the goddamn bitch. This man been over there fucking. Look at this. Look at my man right here. Look at him. Wait. Motherfucker got a Maserati shirt on right there. Yeah. Zelensky. You got a shirt with the Maserati sign on it. And we got homeless people over here. And you got a Maserati shirt on. Got your dog fur clipped up on all goddamn dollar. I would have looked you up and down and shit. I would have asked you some more questions. Where'd you get the Maserati shirt from, Mr. Zelensky? Yeah, you don't get that shirt unless you buy the Maserati. You know, yeah, you buy the Maserati, they give you a Maserati hat. They give you a Maserati shirt. Where the money at? Where's the money at? I don't give a goddamn what Jim Jones is talking about. I don't care what Cameron. Cameron is a puppet for the higher-ups and the elites. You ever see me do a video about Cameron? I'ma expose to you. The people that pay Cameron are in charge. Cameron is a worker. Cameron is an employee. Who cutting the check for it is what it is? Yeah. It's some of them people up there that's paying Cameron to say nigga this and nigga that. But that's a whole nother live stream. Mr. Zelensky, where's the money? Yeah, you been over there working out, fucking, tricking. And you come back to the United States of America and you thought we was going to hold you off some more money to go back to Ukraine. Oh, I got to go back. I got to take a trip out of town, baby. Where you going, Zelensky? Oh, I got to take a flight to the U.S., get some more money. You know what I mean? Sit down with the president. You know presidents rub shoulders with presidents. I'm a boss. I'm going to go sit down with the president of the United States of America. See if we can get about another $500 billion. Don't worry about it. I got it. You go get that. I'm going to get that money, baby. We'll be balling in no time. Oh, you know when you talk to your hoes and shit, you tell a bitch, look, baby, I got to go get this money, baby. I'm going to be out of town for a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? Hold it down over here. Hold it down over here because I got to hold it. I got to go get this money and I'm going to go fly to the U.S. I got to sit down with Joe Biden. You didn't know we kicked Joe. Joe Biden got fired last year. Joe Biden is no longer the boss over here. You fucked up. Trooper69, I see you in the chat. Yeah. Now, I'm going to go deeper than this because it's deeper than the money. And I really want to paint a real picture to show y'all how y'all was bamboozled. To show all the Joe Biden supporters and all the Kamala Dick Harris supporters how y'all was bamboozled out of position. But right now, I want to ask where the money is at. Where's the money at? Yeah, we ain't seen the goddamn skyscraper. We ain't seen the office building. We ain't seen the goddamn hospital. We ain't seen a strip mall. We ain't seen a mansion. Where did you spend that money at? War. War is a trap. It's a trick. It used to work back in the 60s and the 50s when we used to feel patriotic about America. They would start wars so that they could tax our money and they can funnel trillions of dollars into the pockets of the higher-ups and the elites, politicians, governors, all of that. We are at a point in American history where that shit ain't working no more. We tired of going to war. Joe Biden wanted to go to war. We had war. Donald Trump said he don't want war no more because it costs too much money. Where's Zelensky? Zelensky. This gonna probably be the last time you come to America. The next time we gonna strip your ass naked, boss. We gonna do you like they did Saddam Hussein in the middle of the street and all that. Your ass won't make it out your ass won't make it out the White House the next time you come over here. We ain't feeling that, man. Yeah, you come over here, you got a Maserati button up on and